Denise Adore. Come to the floor. Denise Adore. Come to the floor. I don't know why I got real cunty, but listen, I'm very proud because this video is inspired by my homegirl, Denise Adore. Denise Adore is one of the very few people who was emptying bottles of perfumes. And she really did inspire me. And I was just like, you know what? I want to do that. So I made it a mission to do. Did I succeed? Not quite. I know Simply Aisha is another person who I look at. I think she just recently did her empties as well. And I'm like, you know what? I might not have, emptied as much as I thought I was, but I did empty some. So I'm going to show you my perfume empties, I guess, of 2024. But if you're new here, I'm Chi Chi and I talk about all things lavish but logical. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead, subscribe, make some friends in the comment section, and follow me wherever you can find me, child. I don't know. Let's start off with the first bottle that I ever finished. It's a small bottle, but it's not the first bottle I ever finished. But like, since I've been starting YouTube, that's what I will say. I've emptied bottles before. But my first bottle, and I was like, she's on the move, is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This fragrance actually surprised me. I've been holding on to this bottle for a long time. That's the reason, that's the real reason why I wanted to do this video. I'm just ready to get rid of the bottles. But getting back to the fragrance, I was like, I remember everybody was talking about Mon Guerlain. Mon Guerlain is so beautiful. And I remember smelling it and I was just like, is it though? I was browsing, I saw this small little tiny, I think this is a 1 ounce. And it was for a really good price. I want to say it was on like Macy's or something. And I was like, you know what, let me try it. Cause I did go to the store, I tried it, and I think I was kind of turning a new leaf. But the big deterrent for me is lavender. Y'all know I don't like lavender at all. So the fact that I was kind of like, it's all right. So I got this bottle, I'd be spraying it, and I was like, wow, I really like this. So it got to the point where it got empty, and this is my favorite bedtime scent. Like when it's cold, like it is right now. And the lavender actually does something for me. It actually does ease my mind and relaxes me. If lavender is done right, I'm into it. This is one of the first ones that really spoke to me. So, of course, she had to upgrade. I definitely upgraded to the big 3.4, and she's already denting. I've had this for a while, so I'm not going to sit here and act like, I just bought this last week. No, I've had it for a while. I've had these 2 bottles for a while. And yeah, she's getting used. Okay. So I'm very happy with this purchase. And I don't know. This is probably, actually, you want to know something? This is the first fragrance I use at night, like to go to sleep in. Because at first I was like, do I really want to waste my perfume? But then I was like, I do want to smell good at all times. Like, I don't know when, I might get a tap on my shoulder and roll over. So I don't know, but I want to be prepared. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. What I really want to try this with, though, I'm thinking about it right now. Angum. I really want to layer it with it because this has lavender and that has lavender. And y'all know I don't mess with lavender. But those 2 fragrances I'm into. So yeah, Mon Guerlain, she's still staying in the rotation. One of my favorite vanillas, MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. This fragrance was like one of my entry points into niche, and I just absolutely love it. It's just a beautifully done, stunning vanilla. It's sparkly. I like a good sparkly vanilla. It makes me feel very feminine, makes me feel a little bit sweet, not obnoxiously sweet. And I think that's what really won me over. It was a vanilla and a sweetness that was grown up. It was like, I didn't want to smell like a cupcake. I wanted to smell still womanly and feminine. That is everything that this fragrance is. And I drank this all up, and I'm just so happy with this. It's an easy reach at this point because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about like, oh, you know, what kind of vanilla? It's this. It's this. It's like when I want to smell like girly, but I'm still a woman. When I don't know what I want to wear, that's when I reach for this. It's like, because I know I'm going to smell good. I know I'm going to enjoy the wear. It is just so freaking good. And I have nothing but good things to say about Gentle Fluidity Gold. So, of course, yes. This is a top 10 for life. I just enjoy it. There's just certain fragrances like, you know, is a hit. Why are you trying to like further explore or find its like alternative or a replacement? No, I like what I like. And if I like what I like, I'm going to repurchase it. So like y'all seen my collection. It's just like, I have a manageable collection for me, manageable. But there's just certain fragrances that I'm like, I can't be without you, you know? Why do I always sing? I don't know. But Gentle Fluidity is too good. Now, this fragrance truly surprised me for a number of reasons. One, I didn't say, I thought it was okay. But then number two, I went through this hella quick. Kayali, Yum Pistachio. If there's any fragrance that I'm just like eating my words with, it's this one. This one 1000%, because I remember when I did the review, y'all seen it. If you didn't, bong up top. When I reviewed this, I said it was okay. It smelled like artisanal soap in the middle of a gelato like shop or whatever. I can't even remember what I said, but it was something along those lines. I still stand by that. I still stand by that entire review. But what I was not prepared for is how often I would spray this. I started mixing this with everything. I just could not put this bottle down. And I was just like, yo, why my bottle empty right now? Why is it empty? But yeah, this pistachio clean. And I think that's what really like reels me in. It wasn't overwhelmingly sweet. It was that bit of cleanliness that just really, it reeled me in, okay? It reeled me in because I don't like overly sweet fragrances. I don't want to be like, oh God, like, did I just walk into a candy shop? Again, I'm also like, I don't want to smell like a young, like, girl. I'm a grown woman and I want to smell like that. But this was such a beautifully done mix of clean and gourmand. This is my, I think I can stand by that. This is a clean gourmand. And I feel like people need to explore that more because it's like, I want to still smell clean, but I still want to be nibbled on. This is a good nibble fragrance for me. So now, would I repurchase this? Yes. However, I'm not going to repurchase it right now because I do have the alternative to this fragrance. So I just don't want to overbuy. I'm trying to like not really limit my spending, like be more conscious of my collection and my spending. So because I have the mirror of this fragrance, if you don't know what I'm talking about, bong up top, I am going to hold off, and then once both of them are finished, I'll kind of just, you know, put two and two together and figure out which way I want to sway. So Yum Pistachio, it probably will end up in my collection because I just really love this scent profile. So I have a feeling I am going to replace it. It's just not right now. Not right now. But she will make a return. Like a Marvel movie. This girl right here, out of the entire collection of this particular brand, the fact that this is the first one that I finished is wild to me. but I could not put it down. And that is from Parfums de Marly. Valaya. Ciao, Valaya came in and swept the nation, okay? At least my nation, okay? But I just thoroughly enjoy this. Again, this is more of that clean gourmand. I wouldn't say, well, can I put gourmand on it? Yes and no, because it's got a little sweetness to it. It's got a little sparkle to it. But it's very, very clean. I know that aldehydes is a little bit off-putting for most people because it stings the nostrils. And that's okay. I understand you, girl. But Valaya is just something that I could not put down. It's just, I can smell it. Oh, it still smells so, so good. Like another one of those like elevated, cleanly scents. It doesn't smell so like Irish spring. It doesn't smell like squeaky clean, but it's soft to me. Look, can I even say soft? It's just a lady, you know, and just clean and feminine. And I love like the little hints of, is it nectarine? I think it's nectarine. Of that, a little bit of, or is it peach? Child, I'm forgetting the notes of my good Judy. I'm sorry, girl. I think it's peach. But that softness, and then it's sparkly, then the aldehydes, and then that undercut of the vanilla. It's just like, oh my God. Now, before y'all even say anything, yes, I do know Valaya Exclusive is, I think it's out now by the time I'm recording this. And yes, I will be smelling it. Again, I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about my collection. But I'm going to wait until it hits the stores, see how I like it in my nose, and then try to, you know, find out how one can get it for a cheaper price. Because listen, Valaya Exclusive isn't going to go anywhere, right? So I'm not going to be out in a rush and be like, oh my God, I have to have it if it's always going to be there. Like, no, I'll get to it when I get to it. But good old Valaya, the regular one, I already bought it. I already bought it because I already knew that I wanted this. Valaya is just another, I think, top 10. Did I put this in my top 10? I think so. But Valaya is just, like, how can I not? Yeah, I'm just so in love with Valaya. Valaya is just so good. She's been good to me. I probably, when I do add Delina Exclusive, look at me already speaking it into the existence. When I do add it, I'm not gonna have a problem with adding it because I know I was trying to choose. You know how sometimes you're like, oh, do I go with the original or flanker? Y'all know Parfums de Marly has my heart and my wallet. They do. So I hope that Valaya just exceeds my expectations as well. Valaya, whichever one, probably both, will be in my collection because that's just how I roll. But y'all know I had to pick this one up. Like I can't even imagine my collection without Valaya. So I am gonna use her a little bit less. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I'm gonna use that bitch up. And finally, this is my latest empty bottle, but technically I got a little swallow in here. But of course, if y'all aren't new to it, y'all chew to it. My Frank's hot sauce, Baccarat Rouge 540, 1000% emptied. Well, it's not 1000% empty. I literally have a drop in here. But I wasn't about to like put off this video any longer just because I couldn't spray this last thing. It'll probably be done today, to be honest with you. Well, tomorrow, because I already put some on. Anywho, I'm rambling. Baccarat Rouge, I know this is one of those fragrances, you either love it or hate it. It's a cult following, cult classic. It's an icon, legend, all of the above. And I stand 10 toes down on it. I really, really love this fragrance. I love layering with this fragrance. And I know I said it a million times. Yes, it's expensive to be layering this, but I don't care because I like how it just creeps in and out. You get these wafts. It stays fantastically on clothing. And I just enjoy the fragrance itself. And it's so funny because at first, like, I wasn't super impressed by this. I was more so impressed with the extrait version. But this one, I don't care. I love her. I love her. And she layers so well with others. And I know that there have been 1,001 clones of this fragrance, but they just don't hit the mark. They just don't hit the mark. I like the OG because I told y'all when I start going down the dupe lane and I look up, I got 10 dupes when I could have just purchased the original. Like, I don't like doing that, okay? That's why I try not to, like, get all the perfumes because I get overwhelmed very easily. I'm overwhelmed now, even with some of the Middle Eastern fragrances. I'm just like, okay, I have way too many. We've got to assess what's going on here. But Baccarat is just one of those fragrances that I can always rely on. Now, did I repurchase it? Not yet. I'm probably going to order it this week. But I was like, you know what? In the time being, let's show extrait some love because I only wear extrait when I want to smell like Baccarat. I know some of you have been asking me, do I still order from noseparis.com? Yes, I actually got Gentle Fluidity Gold a couple of months ago. From there, I still use it. Again, it's not necessarily a discount that you're receiving. It is the conversion rate. So you just have to check the conversion rates. You're kind of just saving maybe taxes for the most part, maybe a little bit of a discount. I don't know what the US dollar against the euro is doing. I don't know right now, okay? I'm not a mathematician. You got Google, figure it out. Remember, don't go over $600 or you're gonna get a tax bill, okay? Just so you know, we don't want to do all of that, okay? So yeah, she will be back in my collection, just I have to wait. I'm gonna use this video as my pledge. So I think I'm going to try to empty 10 bottles. I think I'm well on my way to hitting that goal. I'm like, if I really put my back into it, I'm gonna hit 10. Yeah, so I just want to like kind of, you know, be even more mindful of what I'm adding to my collection. And, you know, I really want to use and enjoy the fragrances that I do have, empty some bottles, and hopefully a lot of them will be replaced. Hopefully. Well, no, we don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, check out some of my other videos and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.